Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Monday. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make bubble letters so that you can make your name or someone else's name or a word or whatever you really want. I'm going to be showing you how to make bubble letters today. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, a paper, and then something to color with. Oh my goodness, my cat just jumped right on my lap and then on the table. He's a superstar. Now he's staring at me from above. Okay, he's judging me. Anyway, we're going to be making bubble letters today. And yeah, get a pencil. You need an eraser. You need paper. And we are going to get started. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you a really easy way to make bubble letters. Now, if you practice making bubble letters enough, eventually you can kind of just draw them without having to use this little trick I'm going to show you. But, you know, until you practice them a whole lot and get really good at doing them, this is a really nice way to make some nice bubble letters, and they're easy to do as well. So, what you're going to do first is you need a pencil, and you are going to draw out the letters that you want to make bubble letters. You're going to, well, not draw them out, you're just going to write them out like how you would normally write them. So I'm gonna just write the same letters I did over here, and I am leaving space between them. You don't want them to be super close to each other, because if they are, it's hard to do your bubble letters because they'll get kind of squished. I'm also having some of my letters be like down and up and down and up. Okay? So, this is the first step. You just write out your letters like normal. If you don't have the best handwriting, you can ask a parent to do this part for you and then do the next part yourself. For the next part, what we are going to do is we are going to basically trace around all of these letters. You're going to trace around each one, and you're going to go nice and slow. The goal is for you to basically turn all of these letters into like a thicker version of what they already are, and you're just going to be tracing around each part of the letter, so you go one part at a time. So I'm going to trace up and over this letter K, and then down and up. When you get to a part like this where like your letter totally changes direction, you're just going to stop before you get to this part here. Stop and start tracing around the next part. You never want your outline that you're tracing around your letters, you never want it to actually go back and touch this original letter that you wrote. Some letters, like my letter A here, have an inside part. So like letter A, letter B, P, Q, O, letters like that. They have an inside part. You also want to trace the inside parts of those letters too. So as you're doing this, you want to take your time tracing around every single letter. And this is a really easy way to make bubble letters. I think it's easier to make them round instead of having like a straight edge to them. At least if you're someone who's just kind of learning how to do this today with me right now, it's easier to make them round. If you have more practice making bubble letters, then you can of course make them like a little bit more fancy. Once you have traced around all the letters, you take your eraser and you want to erase all of those original letters you wrote. So just the straight lines, you want to erase those out. Now, before I start tracing this in Sharpie and coloring it in and all that, I'm going to show you how to do every single letter. I'm going to do just capital letters to keep it more simple. And you can kind of fast forward in the video until I get to the letters that you need, or you can just practice doing all the letters if you really want to. But I'm going to show you how to do every single letter, and then I will come back and I will finish tracing this, show you how to do designs, and also I will show you how to color it in this way if you want to learn how. Alright guys, so once you have the letters that you want to have on your paper, we're going to add some designs around it to make it look kind of cool, and you can pick any shapes or pictures that you want. I'm going to do some triangles around my paper, going different directions. Some are upside down, some are right side up. I'm going to have some kind of going behind the letters and some going off the paper too. And some circles. And maybe a few squirrels. And there you go. I'm all finished now writing out my bubble letters and my designs. Of course, my next step is going to be tracing it with Sharpie. And after I'm done tracing it, you guys, I'm going to show you how to color it like this to kind of make it look like the colors are changing. Alright guys, so once you're done tracing it in Sharpie or black marker, it's time to color. You can color it any way you want to. I'm just going to show you how to make the colors look like they're fading from one to the next, if that's something you want to try. You want to pick 2 or 3 colors. I'll pick 3. I'm going to do my warm colors for this. And basically what you do is when you color, you kind of color it down in lines like this. And fill in above it. So you do little lines. I'll do my letter A as well. And then I'll show you what to do after that. So it's kind of like, instead of doing just a solid stripe, we're doing these little lines. And then you pick your next color and you do the little lines again. And then when you fill in up above, you can color right up to the color that you did before. Now, if you're using really dark colors that are going to cover each other up, then you have to, be a little bit more careful that you're not just coloring over the little lines you made at first. But it's pretty easy. You just do these kind of like uneven lines that are all different lengths, and then fill in the section above it, and then go to your next color. So go ahead guys and get your coloring supplies, and you can start coloring in your letters and just have fun. Alright guys, I hope you had fun making your bubble letters with me today, and I hope that you kind of learned something new if you're someone that doesn't really know how to make bubble letters. If you keep practicing, I promise it really gets easier, and you'll get to a point where you don't need to trace around the letters. You'll just be able to kind of draw them from memory. So I hope you guys had fun with this one, and I will have a new video for you tomorrow and every other day of this week. And see you guys tomorrow.